So let's talk about the problem with God and Jesus. Hey guys, it's John. I'm here in the studio this evening. I'm usually recording in the mornings, but it's the evening right now, and I thought I'd hop in here and record a couple videos and get ahead for this next week. I wanted to talk about this concept of the problem with the word God and the problem with the word Jesus. This video is being stemmed from a comment on my one of my videos, actually a comment that was on my last live stream. So let me just read the comment itself so we can go from that perspective and build upon that. I have trouble referring to the Creator as God. I walked away from God when my 6 Dobermans died every 3 to 4 months to cancer at the young age of 7.5 years, about 5 years ago. I begged God to help me save them. I felt abandoned, so I abandoned God. I know there is a Creator. I know I am one with the Creator, and I am the Creator. But God, with quotes, makes me cringe, as it is such a negative meaning to it related to the religion dogma, which I would never had anything to do with it. Can you help explain this to me, the word God, and why it bothers me so much? The interesting thing about your story, first of all, is you're not alone. I hear people every day who don't say God. They say universe, they say consciousness, they say source, they say all these things, and they avoid the word God because of for exactly the same thing. The religion, the dogmas that has really made, for some people, the word God a dirty word. When you look at the concept of God, when someone has an issue with God, it usually is because their religion has failed them. Their religion has been fearful, and they're made to feel uncomfortable, and they're told all things are possible if it's God's will, and they set up this paradigm where there's this external God who picks and chooses what you get and literally gives away healing or not, and you really have no control in the matter. So people, pray to God. In your message here, you said, I begged God. Now this is you begging an external God. You're begging something. You're like, please do this for me, because your focus was on how bad things were. So God failed you when it didn't go the way you wanted it to go. There is no external God, and sometimes when we lose, friends that we love, including our animals, our pets, it's a hard thing to do, but they are showing you and giving you the example of losing love. And you can't come to know and understand love without knowing its loss or knowing its absence in some form. And so your pets, I'm sure, were beautiful, loving animals, and you loved them dearly, and you begged to this external God from your belief about to save them, because you're afraid of not losing. You're afraid of losing their love, losing that aspect of love in your life. But the reason you're mad at God is because it didn't go the way you wanted it to, and you felt abandoned, you felt alone, you felt like there was nothing there for you. But when you look at what you're talking about, and you say, I felt abandoned, so I abandoned God. And the thing is, we are, as you said, I am one with God. I am God and are one. You're never separate from God, so you can't really abandon God. You just and God has no intent either way, and has no will for that is separate from your own. But the thing is, sometimes we have our experiences of feeling that loss, specifically so that we can come to know love more fully. And I tend to think of God more in the terms of God being love. And so when I look at this, what you're actually struggling with is this word God, is because it was that dogmatic, external God that wills. It basically, your entire struggle is not with God; it's with religion, because everything you're saying is about this paradigm of a religious God, an external religious God. It's the same thing happened with Jeshua. Many people don't like to use the word Jesus or get have their stomach turns when they even think of the name Jesus, because they associate the name Jesus with the religion that has made them so fearful and judged and harshly treated. And and that doesn't mean you can't find love in all of them, but when you have these words like God or Jesus that you suddenly they turn your stomach, or you just you don't even like the word. It's not love that you're mad at. It's the religion that told you things that were out of alignment with your true relationship to God. Now, I say God. My mom was raised Catholic. She had her master's degree in liturgy. And I say God regularly in all my videos. But that's my terminology for it. But I don't care if you say God, consciousness, universe, yada, yada, source, whatever. I don't care what you say. It's all the same thing. We're all one with something. And that something is God for me. And so the idea of asking why it bothers you so much, it bothers you so much because what you were told to do failed. What you were told to do dogmatically, ceremony-wise, it never said, you're saying, I'm begging for them to be healed. I'm begging God to help me save them, right? But that was your focus on them being sick, right? And so you were never taught correctly that God gives you whatever you ask for if you believe, because it comes back to the belief itself. And also, animals are just like humans in regards that they can communicate and talk to you as well. They just do it in different ways. My old pup, he died many, many years ago. He was a Rottweiler who went to the age 12, which is a very rare thing for a Rottweiler. And when he got so ill and in such pain that he couldn't deal with life much anymore, he would nip at people who would try to touch him because he was in such pain. We actually had to put him down so that he wouldn't be in such pain. And it took him to the place and sat there with him for an hour and fed him an entire box of milk bones and had him just love his last moments. And then we had to have him easily go off to sleep and pass away. But he's come back to visit me in dreams. So your connection to your animals is still there, and I'm sure that they're still around you. And God did not fail you. The churches did. And the dogmas and rituals and beliefs that they've given you, that you are not a co-creator, that you need to beg God for anything. Whatever you believe, you will receive if you have faith. So that's my thought on this. I hope that answers your question. And you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See you. Bye.